Like that. This episode of Paul and Rab's Topics is brought to you by
I'm blind! I can't see!
Got an enemy you're after? Get yours today.
I can't see!
Thank you, Rainbow Gun. Thank you. Great White. We're sold out online, but if you travel to Great White, you can get your own.
It's time for Paul and Rab Drive Topics! Yay, I burped at it!
Okay, Paul and Rab's Drive Topics. Volume 1. We picked this morning from the jar, and we picked how did people start riding horses? Good question. I don't know. How did people start riding horses? What do you think, Nabber? What comes to your mind? Picture way back then. You're walking out in the field in the savannah or something. You're with your buddies or whatever, and you see this animal just running along, and you think, man, what would it be like to be able to ride one of those? Or maybe you don't think that at all. Maybe you just think, what a beautiful creature. But what do you do? How would you do it?
Well, maybe the creature came running up to you and sniffed you and then licked you.
So the horse, the creature, because maybe you don't even call it a horse yet. Maybe you just say a creature. The creature comes running up to you and licks you and sniffs you and is your friend, is like nice to you. Maybe.
You're like, hey, can I ride you? And then the horse, the creature, turns sideways and identifies ride me.
Totally. It could have been that easy. Why not?
But it could have been really hard.
You see this creature, you're like, wow, look at that beautiful creature. And then the creature comes running right up to you, licks you in the face, turns and points its rump at you and says, hey, why don't you ride me? And then it knickers, and you just hop on and ride. Maybe it was that easy. Yeah, maybe back then it was that easy with all animals. Maybe animals were all our buddies, huh?
Maybe that was before people came up with...
What'd you say? That was before people came up with guns?
Maybe they all were, because maybe that was before people came up with guns.
Ah, so way back then, animals and us were way more friendly with each other because we hadn't come up with guns where we started shooting them and shooting everything else. And so, it was just kind of a party all the time. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does.
So what were the bears and the predators like then? Because they still ate things. Did they eat us? Did they come after us, or no?
What if they all ate plants? What if all things in the world ate plants?
Okay. But you still had tigers and tigers, they would eat rabbits and stuff like that, right? No?
Plants.
Okay.
It was really all at peace. Probably all the things would eat plants.
But what would the plants think about that? I mean, the plants would get eaten all the time. They must have been upset about that, right?
No, they liked it because it was like a massage.
Okay. Well, I guess they got pooed out and turned into more plants anyway, so it didn't really matter, right? It was just like the cycle of life.
A journey.
It was an adventure. Exactly. This is a wonderful story. I love this world. So the plants are happy to be eaten because they get to go on a journey. It's like a vacation.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, it looks like it's your turn to go on a vacation. That tiger's coming over here looking like he's hungry. Yeah, well, I'll let you know when I get back. I'll send you pictures. You'll see me. I'll be a little mound of poo over there in the corner. And then they grow again, and it's just a party.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is great. This is great. So it's that easy. That's how people started riding horses. I never knew, Rab. In my mind, I pictured they must have made like a whip and a rope and tied a big knot in the rope, and then
A lasso?
yeah, and then they sat quietly behind a tree and they hid, and maybe they like left out some food or like salt lick or something to lure the horse in, and then the horse showed up and they well, who cares about that? That's no fun. I like your answer. Let's do that. So the horse just came up, licked him in the face, turned his rump. The guy got on a road. Everybody was friendly because we hadn't invented guns yet. The tigers and all the other predators ate,
Plants with
And-
the other animals.
and the plants liked it because it was like a journey when they got pooed out.
And the people ate them too.
The people ate plants too?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, was there any problems in this world then?
Not yet.
No. Okay. Well, where'd the problems come from?
Maybe if a horse was too wild to be ridden, then people started getting a little antsy.
So was there a horse or all horses?
A horse.
A horse was too wild to be ridden.
Yeah, and then people started trying to capture that horse and stuff. And most of the horses started going crazy, except for the ones who were already with people.
Okay.
That proves how horses became wild. And the tigers and stuff didn't like it because the people were taking their plants and doing stuff with them. So they ate a person and loved it, and then they started eating, and then they became like predators.
Right. So it all kind of spiraled from then. It got too good. It got too good, and it got a little out of control because it was too good. And then things started changing because it was just too good. So everybody had a pretty...
Started taking up the land and building stuff on it.
So everything got thrown out of whack a little bit
Uh-huh.
because it got too good.
Yeah, and then the predators became really fierce and stuff.
Yikes. Wow. This was a very happy story that turned kind of like tragic and a little bit poignant and sad, Rab. Okay. That's how people started riding horses. And then they must have started riding horses just for the fun of it, to like play with an animal. Like, here's a new way to play with an animal.
Yeah, but that was before all the bad things started happening.
Right. Right. And then
there was this wild horse that really didn't like that couldn't.
so what happened? Where did the lassos and whips and bridles come from?
And saddles.
Yeah.
People started making them because there was this wild stallion
Oh.
who was a Lipizzaner
Uh-huh.
that they couldn't catch.
Yep.
That wouldn't come to them like most horses did. And before they had those things, they just rode bareback.
Okay.
But then once they had those things, it got a little crazy, like. But then once they had those things, all the other horses turned wild and separated themselves into herds instead of living alone. They didn't think it was safe to live alone anymore. And they each had wild stallions to protect them.
Right. So things kind of spiraled. Yikes. Well, how could we get back to those times where the animals are friendly and we're all friendly together? Do you think there's a way back to that?
Maybe.
Maybe if we started with Daffodil and Daisy by being nice to them, we can spread out. Spread back out. Do you ever feel like Daffodil is trying to just be your buddy?
Yeah.
Most of the time, huh?
Yeah, most of the time. I feel like they're both trying to be their buddies. Their buddies.
You let me in, pal?
Be a little solitaire.
I picture like someone started riding a horse and then someone else was like, whoa, awesome. And so they like waved to a horse, said, hey, can I ride you or whatever? And that horse came over and was like, yeah, sure, come on over. And then somebody else,
Start being really nice to the animals in our world.
we could start being nice to the animals in our world. Okay.
Like if we see a rabbit,
Yeah.
putting out our hands flat.
If we
Like
see a
arms flat to tell them we don't have anything to hurt you.
okay.
Like with any animal.
If we see a rabbit, put our arms out flat to tell them we don't have anything to hurt them. Okay.
At Jules's,
Yeah.
I used to hold out my hands to the horses.
You would hold out your hands to the horses?
I
To-
don't have anything to hurt you.
Okay. So if they saw that we're kind and felt kindness from us, then they would.
They might start being kind to other people, and those people might start being kind to like animals, and then it would just spread.
Okay. Sounds.
If we are kind to the animals, maybe animals will start being kind to people, and the people will start being kind to the animals again.
Right. I think that sounds pretty good. I mean, you can't really be kind to like a great white shark or like a grizzly bear that's really hungry. They just come out of hibernation. What do you do about them?
Well, before in the world, there weren't great white sharks just kept to themselves. So if we don't bother the sea creatures,
Uh-huh.
they'll keep to themselves.
I see.
Like before.
Right. Well, maybe, yeah, okay. Like, if the great white sharks had food,
Like enough food to keep them happy and content.
seals,
What?
if there were enough seals for the great white sharks to eat.
But what about the seals?
Right.
Well, before in that world,
I know.
they probably had seaweed that all the sea creatures ate.
Right. What if we started making, like, tofu seals? Tofu's like this soy protein.
I
What if we started making tofu? You know what tofu is?
know. Yeah.
Have you ever had tofu?
No. But I know of a dog named Tofu.
Oh, okay.
Someone looked like, okay, I know who Tofu is.
What if we started making, like, tofu seals and, like, spice them with, like, blood, right? And so they were like, seals, and just threw them out to the great white sharks to eat. And if we started a colony of tofu seals, like, far off where nobody else goes, then the great white sharks could, like, eat.
They're in peace.
Yeah, that could be their place. That'd be all good. We could do the same thing for the grizzly bears, too. Alright, so what are
Or we could just leave the grizzly bears in peace.
we could leave it? Yeah, but are they gonna leave us in peace?
I'd say if we stay away from the predators, we could probably make all the prey like that, and maybe the prey could help make the predators.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Except for, like, maybe foxes you might be able to do, but I doubt it.
Okay. Well, should we let the predators eat the prey? I guess they didn't back then, huh? In the old days when people started riding horses.
No.
Because here's the thing, like, if we could achieve this kind of peace and happiness, who knows what new thing might happen? Maybe a bear will say, hey, I want to start riding a horse. Or people will say, hey, maybe I can ride on a bird. Or a bird will say, maybe I could ride on an elephant. It could turn into some crazy, awesome, weird, strange circus world. That'd be really fun.
Or a person might say, hey, since we can ride horses, why not elephants?
Right.
Like, if I could ride Jake, I could probably ride an elephant.
Right.
Like a tamed elephant.
We could just fly on an airplane, though. I mean, we made this world. This world has some things about it. We don't really need to ride on a bird. We could just fly on an airplane. Right? No, it's not the same. There might be magic that we're not even aware of, that we've forgotten. There might be stuff we don't even remember about that world because we've been in this world for so long, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Kind of.
What do you think? What makes you think that?
The thing is, since we have been in this world for a really long time,
Uh-huh.
a lot of things have changed
Right?
that old world, so we could have easily forgotten.
Okay. We could. We do seem pretty locked in what we've made for ourselves. It seems like we're only really thinking about what we know and what we've made and what we can do with it. We don't seem very curious about what is outside of us anymore. All right. Okay,
I'm
so
so curious about history.
you are?
Yeah.
What do you want to know? Oh wait, that's another topic probably.
Yes.
So,
I'm just saying I am.
oh, okay. All right, cool. You are.
Saying
Great.
I haven't forgotten the past. I like to learn about them.
All right. So what should we do? Should we do something now? I guess we said we should be nice to animals. And we're going to have some tofu seals for the great white sharks. And
Deer?
tofu deer?
No, I got a great idea. We could throw out berries in the spring. We could go to Yellowstone and throw out berries in the spring. Or like
There you go.
backwoods and stuff.
Yeah.
Throw out berries in the spring.
Yeah, totally.
Blackberries and stuff that makes the bears happy.
What do we do with all the people who no longer are nice to animals? Or aren't just very nice at all? What do we do about them?
I've got no idea.
No idea about that one? I mean, if we can... I guess it's like, some people are... We could be nice to them, right? And maybe they'll be nice back. Well, speaking of, like, helping the animals, a squirrel just ran in front of the car, but I slowed down and you made it past. That was good.
And once I saved an elk's life while you were driving and spacing out.
Right.
When we were both spacing out.
When did you... Oh, yeah, because you yelled elk or something.
Yeah, I yelled elk!
You know what we should do? Here's an idea. You know, like, how the great white sharks would be attracted to the tofu seals? Maybe we should have, like, kind of a little test of people. We wouldn't say anything, but if some people have kind of become like great white sharks, we could set up like a, I don't know, like Disneyland or like a shallow, stupid paradise, and it'd be like a tofu world. And if they were attracted to it, then they could just go hang out there and be in peace and have whatever they wanted. And it would be like a Super Bowl party or something. And they could just live there. And that would be like, okay, we know those are people like, who are kind of like the great white sharks, and now they have their own little place. What do you think about that?
There were people who aren't like the great white sharks who got attracted there.
Well, I bet you they would go and then quickly leave. After a while, be like, oh, gross, this is dumb. And then leave. That's my take on it. That's my bet. You know? Like, have you ever, like places we've gone to, remember when we went to that church thing where they were trying to sell us? We thought we were going to that Easter party.
Oh, right.
And then they made us all go sit and listen to that really bad, well, I don't want to say it, but remember they made us sit and listen to that stuff for a long time? And then we left? I bet you nice people who went to this tofu shark place would be like, get me out of here after a little while. What do you think about that idea? It's just an idea.
It would work. It might work.
Okay.
But like, how would we make it? I don't know.
Well, we'd have to watch a lot of TV to see what people like now, and then just fill it up with that stuff. You'd have to do that. And just say, there you go, you can have it all there. It's all there, you can have it all. And if they wanted to go do that, they could have that.
But what are people attracted to?
I don't know. Like, whatever makes them, like, not want to ride horses. So, like, fancy cars.
In general, cars.
Yeah.
That
Malls.
aren't really dirty and musty.
Well, we're at school. Hey, Rab, thanks for the talk. Let's talk again tomorrow, huh?
No, we can talk going back.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, on the same topic? All right. Well, I'll see you then on the next installment of Paul and Rab's Drive.
Topic.
Yeah, all right. All right. So we've got Rab back in the car, and we're headed back
Oh,
to Chubba's, and we're picking up where we left off with the horse topic for today. Where'd we leave off? Do you remember?
trying to find a way to make it like it was in the old days.
Right. And we came up with the idea of creating some kind of like farm or like carnival or fair or something to get all of the people
We don't like animals.
who are
Like who have guns and stuff.
who are like great,
Not for protecting.
right, who are like the great white sharks. Like, we would take the great white sharks and put them out on an island with tofu seals. And the tofu wouldn't mind because it's soy, and soy is a plant, and it would feel like it's on an adventure, so it'd be okay. And we were talking about what that kind of carnival/fair thing would be. And
So I've got another idea.
yeah,
You said to think about it whenever I could, and I got a chance to think about
Okay.
it during a couple of different times.
nice. Let's hear it.
Because a lot of the times I can just like think.
Uh huh.
Have a lot of different things.
You have time to think? That's awesome.
I thought about training the carousel horses
Uh huh.
that Ivy Tail has.
Yeah.
Because she has the carousel horses.
Yeah.
Like, she had their spirits come out of their things.
Uh huh.
And then, like, they're, like, true bodies underneath all the paint and stuff.
Okay.
Fancy stuff. So she had them, like, come out. And then she's, like, so I had the idea about training them to ride them without saddles and bridles anymore.
Whoa. So you could ride the spirit horses of the carousel?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We call them the horses of Ivy Tail's stable.
Uh huh.
Because it's basically like, and yeah, Ivy Tail asked us to help because there were too many for her. So
Whoa. Can you see the spirit horses?
yes, I can, but they're invisible.
Can anybody else see them?
Yes, everyone else is invisible. But no living person that you can see otherwise than me can see them, except if there's some like magic person in the world that I don't know about. Nobody I know can see them.
So you and Ivy Tail can see them?
Mm-hmm. Me, Ivy Tail, Brown Tail, everyone all my invisible friends,
Uh huh.
plus my invisible brother and sister and Lilin,
Yeah.
they can all see them.
Okay.
Like,
But no-
anyone invisible can see them.
But nobody
From
else?
our world.
Okay.
I'll just say this.
Oh.
Anyone from our world can see them. That's a lot simpler.
So everybody could see them?
No, anyone from our world.
Oh.
Me, Ivy Tail, Brown Tail.
Your world
Mhm.
that you and Ivy Tail and Brown Tail are in.
Yeah.
Or
that
from.
one. From.
So
Yeah, so because the spirit of the carousel horses are from that world.
okay.
So it's like,
Okay.
So I thought about, but they're still really wild, so we had to so we were riding them with bits and bridles, but and saddles, like riding them like you'd ride a normal horse.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ivytail and Browntail only ride Shadow and Fiery with lip reins, which means reins with no bits.
Now, if only you can see them, how will that help what we're trying to do? Or
Well, it might help. It would help them.
the horses?
It would help the horses.
Wait,
Not
I think
having to have bits and pulling out their mouth and stuff.
I think
Even if I still start riding them with bits.
Yeah.
Even if I still ride them with bits.
Yeah.
And the thing about saddles is on hot days they wouldn't have to feel the saddle, they'd just feel your legs.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying that in this
It would help the horses.
in this world that we're in now, that's not like it used to be. Here, the spirit horses are trapped as carousel horses, and you want to set them free.
We set them free. That's the thing. Ivytail has this magic thing she can do.
She already
set
did it?
horses free. Yeah, she could probably set anything free. If it's anything
Whoa.
that's alive, she
Right.
could set it free from that paint and plaster.
Okay.
And the soul of the horse,
Uh-huh.
with its regular pelt,
Uh-huh.
would just come out. We have some from that carousel from the zoo.
Are there other things like that could come out? There must be in this world, right?
Any
Like,
statue.
look at
Ivytail found out something that she could probably do it with any statue.
any statue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking at these trees over here that are surrounded by this fence and blocked off. I bet you there's like a spirit soul in the tree that could come bursting out, and like the trees could start climbing up over the fences and everything. So,
The truth is, trees have their spirits inside of them because trees aren't painted over and they don't have stuff concealed, so that's their whole spirit.
so anything
when
that's
you
been
look at a tree,
yeah,
you'll see its whole body, its spirit.
okay. Well, you know what? I wonder what would happen if you touched a car with Ivytail's magic, because a car is made up of rocks. It's basically a mountain that's been turned into like a plastered mountain. Like all the car is metal and rock and minerals that have been reformed and reshaped to make a car. So maybe these would turn into little mountains if we touched them. We could ride around on mountains. That'd be fun. That would blow everybody's mind. If all of a sudden the whole highway was just filled with moving mountains, what would they do? You don't know if that would work? Wait a minute.
Like, how many is it?
How many, what is it?
Like, minerals. Like, are they combined together?
Yeah, there's a bunch. Wait, so we're going to have invisible horses that nobody else can see but you, but we can't have cars that are mountains? What are we doing here? What are we trying to do here?
I don't know. Like,
Are we trying to set things free or not? What are we
would the
doing?
cars become invisible in mountains? I don't know. Because, like...
Well, alright, well, I'm going to revisit this spirit horse thing. See, you and I are starting to have a disagreement a little bit. We're starting to see maybe exactly what happened with the people back then. Because we have all this possibility and power and potential. That's 3 P's. The 3 P's. Possibility, power, and potential.
You're starting to sound like Spotify.
That's right. Now all of a sudden we just invented academics in this world. All of a sudden someone's going to give a lecture about when you are in the magical realm filled with possibility, power, and potential, you must seek common ground. Therefore, come to my university. See what we're doing? We're creating civilization because we don't know about the unknowns here. So we're trying to decide. You know, we're going past the university right now while we're doing it. Possibility, power, potential, the 3 P's. See what's happening? Because we've disagreed. You have this idea about your magic, and I have an idea about what we'd unlock. The truth is, we don't really know. That's the truth. We don't really know. We don't really know what would happen. We don't know if you released... I'm not saying that it's not true that Ivytail can't do that with the horses. I know she can. And I know the spirit horses are trapped in the carousel. So if you set them free, like, I'm sure that'd be good for you guys, but I'm not sure what the ramifications would be. And you're telling me you don't think we could turn the cars into moving mountains?
Like, do they have spirits in them?
Oh, no, they don't.
Then that's why.
Unless the radio was on. If the radio was on playing a song, then it would have the remnants of someone's spirit, because it would be playing music, right? No? Yes?
Maybe, actually. That might actually really work.
Okay.
Because it's like, I think she can only set free spirits
All right.
to be their true self.
Well, maybe
I
then.
don't know her magic that well, though. She might be able to change things a little.
It's
Like
too
change
dangerous.
the heart.
It's you know what? It's too dangerous because if that was true, if she hit someone who was listening to talk radio, we'd be in big trouble. So we got to scratch that because people like we got to. But you know what? You take the good with the bad. I don't. Okay, I don't know. The point is we don't know the ramifications, Rab.
The thing is, nobody knows that the carousel horses have been set free. Like, their bodies still look the same, that just the souls and the true pelts are out. It's just bodies, I don't know.
All right, I think we need to revisit what our goal was. Our goal was to try. We said, why do horses? Excuse me. Why do horses? Well, how did people learn to first ride horses? And then you said because the horse was so nice. And then we said, wow, animals must have been way nicer back then. And then I said, one of us said we should try to make things like that now. So we've been trying to do that. So how does setting the spirit horses free help make everything like nicer?
It helps them have a nicer world? I don't know. Is that...
I'm
It
not
helps them have a nicer world?
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps like the world be nicer.
Well, they shouldn't be trapped in this world.
True.
We know that. And we don't know what they're going to do once they're out, but it's probably going to be something good for horses, right?
Yeah.
They're spirit horses.
They might be able to help the horses like be free again.
There we go. Because they're horses. They're like
like real life horses.
Right.
Because like it was just like paint and plaster was all over their bodies.
Right.
When I say spirit, I mean like heart and souls, and then they have their normal bodies.
maybe that's how the horses started to get trapped, and maybe someone made a plaster horse to try to ride, and it captured the spirit of some horses and it broke their will, so they weren't as free and happy. Maybe someone...
And then that's how the first stallion got really aggressive.
Yeah.
And then when they went after him,
Okay.
All the horses started getting aggressive.
So we need to go around to every carousel and set the horses free from the spirit. The spirit horses free from the carousel. And that will be a way to free the horses in this world.
And then every recess I can work with one of me, Ivetail, Browntail. We can all flame belt Fireheart. We can work with the horses.
Yeah.
All the different horses.
Yeah.
And train them how to like not go wild.
Wait a minute. So who's all at recess with you?
My friends.
Ivytail, Flametail, Fireheart.
Flame
Is Browntail there?
Yep, he's there. He'll help.
Well, Browntail's kind of a screw off, isn't he?
Yeah, he's crazy, but he'll help.
Okay.
His magic's no good. It just makes things really a lot of chaos.
Okay.
But it can help sometimes.
Well, then there's the whole thing with people and how we need to get people who we just need to offer something to people who won't care about any of this, the great white shark type people. And I'm thinking pretty much it can't just be a bunch of dumb stuff like everything you find in Idaho. It can't be that. It has to be also like, I don't know, I guess I should just...
We can make a merry-go-round, and then Ivetail could let loose. Well, we can make a merry-go-round around the spirit horses again, and then Ivetail could let them loose, and there could be a merry-go-round there.
Okay.
I know I call them merry-go-round sometimes.
I think what we would have to do is watch all the commercials that are on a Sunday afternoon of football and just see where that goes.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it either. It hurts my head just to even think about it, but...
Fast food commercials?
What's that?
I was just saying, fast food commercials.
Yep. I mean, so that would mean, cheap, comforting food with lots of sugar and fat.
Stuff
and
I would hate.
High quantities.
Like ice cream. Just ice cream filled with sugar.
Some sort of act of either... Yeah, that's it. It's a WWE event. That's what we have to do. But it's like a free event, and it's not a camp out. Man, it's so close. I can see it. Las Vegas. That's Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Everybody, yeah. Okay, go to Vegas.
Where would it be, though?
Las Vegas. That's what it is. It's Las Vegas.
What?
Yeah, and we just.
I don't get it.
That Las Vegas is a city that's filled with a bunch of dumb stuff that people do when they don't have anything better to do. And then we would a WWE event in Las Vegas. Yeah. Okay.
Does that mean we'd have to travel all over the world to start making this?
Well, let's say Vegas for now, and then get a new Vegas. The new Vegas.
What would we call it?
The place where the people would go. Let's call it Great White. Great White. Great White. Just a way, just to get them to go somewhere. Or, just say, hey, here's your place. And what are the great white sharks like? They like tofu seals. So what are these people like? They like fighting and stuff, right?
What?
Isn't that what these people like, with guns and want to fight everything? We should start a war. We'll start a war in Las Vegas.
Okay, that is a dumb idea. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
You're supposed to
All right.
get all the
All right.
out and go,
All right.
"Ah,
I didn't say a real war. It would just be a rumor of a war. That's all. Just a rumor of a war. It's a rumor. And if you want to care about all that crap, then you'd get sucked into it, and that's what you would do. And that's it. And we would have tofu soldiers. Tofu soldiers that were robotic and they couldn't die, and everyone would have to deal with that. Okay. All right. Well, we're almost back. How have we done? What do you think? Are we missing anything? I had no idea this was how people learn to ride horses.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Well,
Man, I thought it was just like... No, I mean, it makes sense, though. It makes sense. Makes sense, Rav. Okay, anything else? Let's call it here, because I gotta be in traffic now to get back. All right, that's our topic for the day. We'll see you.
Maybe more than a day.
Oh yeah, we might talk about it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see you next time on Paw and Rab's Drive Topic. Yeah.
Really wild.
Speedwing is really wild. Okay. What's that?
So it's like, I don't know, it's going to be difficult to ride, right?
I see. You gonna try that today in the covered area, maybe?
First thing, what?
Okay, everybody. Hey, Rabber. Welcome back to Paul and Rab's Drive Topics. So, you want to keep going with this topic from yesterday?
Yes.
All right. So, what happened? What did you think about during the evening, and what did you work on? It looked like you were doing some stuff that you wanted to share this morning.
In the evening, oh yeah, I took out a bunch of hand painting guys, and I made the old world like it was before, and then I made the world like it is now in a box.
So you took out your horses, your plastic horse guys,
Yeah.
and you
Took out a bunch of horses and other animals.
Yeah. And you put them in a box and shaped it into the old world, and then changed it into the world as it is now? Wow. Cool. What did you notice doing that?
I noticed that, well, one thing is I found a toy I never knew I had.
Oh, sweet.
So, it was kind of good.
Do you think you maybe want to clean your room? You might find more stuff. No, you don't want to talk about it. This is Paw and Rab's Drive Topics. What are you doing? What are you doing, Paw? Okay, so...
I'm talking about me cleaning up
Alright, so you found a toy you didn't know you had. Do you think that's some kind of clue or signal, or the toy was sent here to help us do something, or what? Or did
It
you
could
just...
have been sent here to help us do something because I only thought there were 2 Playmobil Western guys.
So you found an extra Playmobil Western guy?
Yeah.
And you never knew you had him?
Yeah.
Be- Maybe he's like the linchpin, Rab. Like, he's here. He's like the connector between the old world and the new world. I mean, if it's a Western guy, that's about the time, at least in this continent, when things were getting totally nailed down. Maybe he's got something for us.
But then the other 2 are also Westerns.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but you knew you had those guys, right?
Yeah. It could have been that there were 3 of the horses, and I just didn't know I had that one because it got lost.
Could be. What was it like when you put them together? Did anything spark for you?
No.
No. Okay.
I just felt like kind of excited that I found someone else.
Okay. All right. So cool. So you put together these 2 worlds, and
Kind of to just like think about it, like saying how did the world change
okay.
from one to the other.
What did you come up with some more stuff?
No.
No. I noticed when I looked in that like in the new world, in the old world, it looked like everybody was kind of together, like mixed together, and then in the new world, like the animals were all in one place, and the people were all somewhere else. Like everybody had their like own little worlds.
No. On one side there were like the predators now.
Oh, okay.
In the middle there were the problem, which were like the 2 wagons would have 2.
Uh-huh.
Carriage and a wagon,
Uh-huh.
and then a person.
Uh-huh.
And then in the other, and then on the area this side, I had put horses, gazelles, zebras, prey,
I see.
warthogs, giraffes, zebras.
I see. So it wasn't animals on one side, people on the other. It was predators, and then
Problem.
and the
prey.
and the problem is people. Okay.
Some people.
But in the old world, everybody was kind of mixed together, right?
Yeah, like I had it in the first.
So it seems to get to the old world, or to bring back some of that, or to carry that spirit on, we have to try to mix together more somehow. Is that right? Do you think that's right? That's kind of what we were talking about yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, it feels like this topic might be petering out a little bit, Nab.
What do you mean, Peter?
Well, we're not really saying anything new that we haven't already said. It feels like we may have arrived at everything we need to know about this one. Is there more? What else were we gonna do with this topic?
You were going to make tofu sharks.
Huh?
You're going to make
Tofu tofu seals, right?
Yes. I mean,
Were we gonna talk to Little Bear about this?
Little Bear, where are you?
I hear. Okay, now, who's Little Bear, Rad? Where does Little Bear come from? Before we put too much trust in Little Bear, let's just reveal what we know about Little Bear.
He's kind of nutty. Point 1, he's kind of nutty.
Okay.
I don't know him because I didn't grow up with him like I grew up with Browntail.
Right.
But I don't know if I can trust him all the way.
Right. Yeah, he's a little bit weird. Now, what we know about Little Bear is we read that book together, The Indian in the Cupboard, right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And in that book, the author, I forget her name, the author made it clear in her writing that Little Bear was kind of combative, that Little Bear was sort of aggressive. He shoots Boone because Boone's laughing at the movie when the Indian gets shot. He's tough, but he's not very friendly. So that's where Little Bear comes from, right? Okay, cool. That's it. That's where Little Bear comes from.
And he really likes shooting his bow and arrow at people.
And he's little, but he wants to be big. He always talks about wanting to be big, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You no need to talk about me. And the writer, the author, has Little Bear talk this way because he doesn't know English, which is totally historically accurate, right? Yeah, of course. You know, talk about me historical accurate. Okay, Little Bear, fine. See, he's already arguing with us, isn't he? So why did we want to talk to Little Bear about this?
Because he went to our park, the Great White.
That's right. That's right. We thought Little Bear would be the perfect person to go check out that park, because he would be someone who would need to go to that park, wouldn't he? I shoot all animals. I shoot with my bow arrow, right? We can't have little. I know shoot tofu animal. I shoot meat. Meat. I want meat on my bone. Meat in my fire. I shoot hunt all animals. I shoot rabbit. I shoot kitty cat. I shoot kitten. I shoot parrot. You gonna shoot a parrot, Little Bear? I shoot parrots with my bow arrow. Why do you shoot a parrot, Little Bear? There you go. Ha 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 ha. I say Little Bear. My name Little Bear. They're just repeating you. That's all they do. That's all a parrot does, is they just repeat. You know, tell me what parrot do. Okay. So we were gonna have Little Bear go to that park, because he's someone who needs to go to that park. Because if he saw a bunch of prey and predators, he would be on it, right? You want to ask him any questions?
What did you like our park?
I go park. I like park very, very much. Me like park. Okay. What did you like about it, Little Bear? I like the buffets. Big buffets. Huge. So much food. So much food. $14.99. Me eat all I can. I eat all I can. They say, Little Bear, you no eat that much. I say, yes, I can. You no tell me what I can't eat. I eat and eat and eat. So he likes the all-you-can-eat buffets. Wonderful. I know eat tofu. Do you think he knows that all the meat there was tofu? I know eat tofu. He doesn't know, Rad. Little Bear doesn't know, so our chef's doing a good job masking that tofu is real food. What else did you like, Little Bear? What else do you want to know from Little Bear, Rab?
Well, what else did you like, Little Bear?
I like the big shows they do. Big shows make me sit and make me sit and no want wampum, no want hunt, no want me just watch shows. Much glamour. Me want squaw. Me want Paris Hilton for my squaw. She there. She do show me say Paris Hilton, you be my squaw. I get smartphone. Whoa, Little Bear's like totally enmeshed in all this. You want be my Facebook friend? What? Facebook friend? It's working, Rab. It's working. It's working. Now do you want to go to this park? No, me neither. But we know what would happen if Little Bear was loose and free. Yeah, he would hunt and shoot and kill, and he would take much pleasure. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Little Bear. You no tell me thanks. Okay. Well,
Little Bear, why not go back to our park?
I go right away. I leave my car and take shuttle. You imagine Little Bear on a shuttle? I take shuttle.
Shuttle?
It's like when you go to a place like Las Vegas, they had like these big parking lots because it's hard to find a place to park. And like you go and you park your car, and then they have a shuttle is like a van. It's just a fancy word for van. And then because it makes you feel special. Like, hey, I have a shuttle to catch. It's not like I got a van to catch. Like if you said I got a shuttle to catch, that sounds kind of fancy. So I gotta go catch a van. It was like, what? So they call them shuttles. It makes them sound special. And you park in these gigantic parking lots, like picture a parking lot like the size of Redmond, like that big, or like the Whole Foods parking lot in Redmond. Like if it was that big plus like 3 times more. So
like as big as Redmond.
Yeah, so you
Redmond's humongous. Like
yeah.
I don't know if Gales is like the farthest you can go out that's still in Redmond. It'll go even farther before.
It's humongous, yeah. So you park, and then a shuttle comes, which is just a van, and then the van takes you to the casino where you have the money that you put aside to like gamble or whatever, probably gamble, and then for shows and food. Entertainment. Right, Little Bear, entertainment. Okay, so he's got a shuttle to catch, so we know that's working. Alright, so we know our great white place is working. How are we going to get the predators and prey together again? What are we going to do? We know some predators we can't trust. What about predators we're not sure we can trust, like bears? How are we going to try that out?
We could start with the ones we think we can trust.
Which ones do you think we can trust?
Small ones.
Okay.
Foxes, I think, maybe.
Foxes? Alright.
Coyotes.
Now, they're all afraid of man because of all the stuff we've done. How do they get them to trust us?
Horses?
Horses?
I don't know, like, could we get the prey? Maybe we could start out with the prey and see if the prey could help us.
Uh-huh.
Because prey should be easier.
Yeah.
See if the prey can find ways to get the predators to us, and then I might be able to do something about that.
I really like your idea about setting all the spirits free. Do you think there are spirits for the predators trapped in different places too?
What we should do is go, like, as far as we can in Washington,
Uh-huh.
Montana, a bunch of different places, and look for carousels and all kinds of different stuff. Oh, and it's about Christmas time. We need to go to that carousel in Redmond.
Yes. Totally.
Any carousel we can find, any place where there are statues of animals, and because that's a chance that there could be spirits caught inside of them. If there aren't, I feel spell won't do anything bad to them.
Right. Now, what do you do to the statues when you find them? Do you break the statues? Do you do a spell on them?
I tell her the spell she does. I don't know exactly that much because it's not me doing the spell, but she knows what to do.
I was just thinking while you were talking about that there's that big giant brown bear statue at the Brown Bear car wash. Remember? We should probably put a spell on that. We should go to the car wash and put some kind of spell on it, remember? Because I bet you that has a bear spirit trapped in it. What was happening there?
I was just telling her to feel something.
What did you tell Ivy Tail?
My lips. I was telling her that she should try going to the Brown Bear car wash sometime.
What did Ivy Tail say?
She said okay.
Because, I mean, maybe the spirit thing is the way to go. All the brown bears are trapped, too. And so they're all PO'd because their spirits are trapped. Which that's not a very nice word to say, just so you know. Okay, good. It's okay. It's better than what it's better, the abbreviation's better than the original. But it's still not nice. But they're all PO'd. And, they're all PO'd because their spirits are trapped. I mean, let's set them all free, huh? So we got some stuff to do. We got some stuff to do. Well, Robert, I feel like we played this topic out. I think we're in a good spot until we have more new to report. My feeling is that we move on to the next one and see what we find there. What do you?
And in the next ones, we could even find more to help us with this topic.
Totally. They could all start bleeding together. We explore one topic, it might inspire us, remind us about something that we were thinking about with the other one. And then we'll come back to it. Or may it not. We'll just see.
Or maybe if we get a victory, then we'll come back to it.
Yeah. Once we
I'm still going to be working on this a bit.
Okay. Well, should we what should we talk about on the way home then? Should we get a new topic for the way home?
No, we can just. Why don't we both try to come up with maybe? Why don't we both try to see if there's anything else we can find with this topic,
Okay.
and maybe we can talk about that on the way home.
Okay. A concluding. Okay.
A concluding one, but then tomorrow we can get a new one.
Okay. Let's do that. That sounds good. All right. We're at school signing off for Paw and Rap's Drive Topics. Thanks for stopping by, Little Bear. You know, thank me.
Okay, no thank you for stopping by, Little Bear.
All right, everybody. I've got Rubber, the car, Oh, somebody's, I don't know what that is. Car alarm's going off, but we didn't do it. It's not us. And we have one more, we just decided, right? One more session on this topic.
Yep.
Drive home to conclude this topic of
But we might start it again.
how did people ride horses?
Start riding.
Start riding horses. And like you said when we were finished, that if we start talking about some new topic, somehow that might inspire us with this topic. We might find something that goes, hey, wait a minute, that reminds me of a place where we were a little bit stumped, or we weren't quite sure, or hey, maybe that's what Ivy Tail's up to or something. But we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go somewhere else. But here we are. We were going to each try to come up with some concluding thoughts during the day. Did you have any time to come up with any concluding thoughts? Did anything strike you?
I had recess, but then I was doing other stuff. So.
What were you doing at recess?
Running around.
Did you have a covered area recess today?
Nope.
You got to go outside?
Always get to go
No,
outside.
but you didn't have to stay in the covered area?
No, I never have to. Here,
Oh.
it rains so much. Well, a girl explained it to me. It rains so much there's no point of staying inside. So, yeah, so nobody cared if I was under the cover area or not. I looked like I'd just been into a shower with my uniform on after break.
So you have a covered area, but you don't have to stay in it.
No,
Oh, wow.
if it's dumping,
Yeah,
then I probably would stay under.
okay. So this is like total freedom. Sweet. Did you wear your Pink Star jacket out there?
Yep.
Way to go, Rabin. Way to ask, Pa. Well, okay.
We're getting a little off topic.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So you had a little bit of time to think, but then you started running around at recess and you didn't have time. Did you come up with anything else?
I had as much time as I needed.
Did you
It's
come
like-
up? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Did you come up with anything?
No.
Okay. So
You had the whole day to think. Well, no, not the whole.
so you're pretty much concluded then with this topic then.
Yeah, except I'm going to keep on training horses
Okay.
to ride without bit and ride without Suzuki.
You know what I think would be cool is for you to say what you said last night about what you wanted to do with these recordings. What did you want to do?
Well, we could
Yeah.
put them on Ma's computer so
It-
Ma could listen to them.
Yeah.
And then send them out into the world.
You want to send them out into the world?
Yeah.
Like, how would we do that?
I don't know.
What would we call it? What would we do?
Rab and Paws. Oh, what we'd call it is Rab and Paws.
Drive topics?
Yes, drive topics.
What, do you want it to be like a podcast or something?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Was that what you were thinking?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was pretty sure I heard you say that last night. You're like, hey, you could do a podcast. Where'd you hear about podcasts, Rab?
I think Fred and Marco.
Me? Really?
Yeah, talking about Fred and Marco,
Oh.
what to do next.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what did you want to do? You wanted to have it go out in the world, and then what was your hope when it went out into the world?
Maybe some people will try to help us.
Okay. So we'd share some of these ideas and people would help us?
Maybe.
And what's our goal for this first topic? What do we want to try to do? In case anybody's listening, to remind them. Like, we started...
Try to make the world back the way it was before.
When animals were all friendly and we were all friendly with animals, and horses would come up and lick you in the face, and then you could just ride them. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay. All right. Cool. Make it like it was before. Before all this, huh? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, if anybody's out there listening, there you go. Well, I did have a little bit of time while I was driving back this morning. I was thinking about this Great White place and
That may need some more.
what we could do there if people wanted to go that route, like the Great White Sharks, and just work down. Or we're going to give them the option. And if that's what they wanted, they could go have it. And I was thinking about this, and one of the ways I think like we could make sure that that the people who like it there and want to be there stay there is
We can make a hotel for $0.
we could make a hotel, yeah, totally. But while I was driving back, I saw this. That's a good idea, totally. $0 hotel. They would then stay there probably. I was driving back and I drove over the bridge and there were some protesters who had some signs up. And I don't know what they were protesting about, and it doesn't really matter. But then I was thinking, you know what? Like, they like to have the feeling like that they're right or like they're better, you know? Like they want to like defeat others. They want to win. So I was thinking what we should do is, like, Little Bear really liked the buffets a lot. What we should do is just start some drama with the buffets. Like, we should have a sign that says the best buffet in town. And then another sign at a different casino that says, you know, the best buffet eaters eat here. And I think what these types would start to do is, like, define themselves by the buffets that they ate at. And then they would start to compete with each other. And they'd start to bicker with each other. And they would forget about anything else because they'd be so wrapped up in their dumb buffet stuff. Can't you see Little Bear doing that? Easily, right? I eat at the, what's it called? The New York Casino Buffet. It is the very best. Forget what that big casino is called. Caesar's Palace. That's what it is. I eat at Caesar's Palace Casino. Oh, you eat at Caesar. Can't you see them getting into that? Anyway, that was an idea I had as a way to do the Great White stuff. I didn't enjoy that idea too much because I don't like thinking about the Great White type so much, but that was just something that hit me. What do you think about that?
It might work.
People seem to get wrapped up in stuff like that if they care about things like that. You know.
Wait, but what if a Great White person listened to this?
Uh-oh. Let's think about that. Then they would know, wouldn't they?
They would know.
Oh, shoot. What do we do about that?
Oh, we could make a separate one and like make it so that it doesn't say anything about the Great Whites. Just like making it back how the world was before. We can make another one just like that. And then anybody who came, we could watch them really closely to see if they were like Great White people.
Yeah.
And if they weren't, we could let them listen to the whole thing. That
Yeah.
would be a way to
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
if they're Great Whites or not.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I think it's going to be pretty hard to judge beforehand whether or not they're like that because we haven't even made the Great White place yet. They seem to get distracted by like ads. We could put an ad at the beginning of the podcast, and so they would see that, and if they liked that ad, then they would click on the ad and they wouldn't listen to our podcast. They would just go out of the podcast to chase after the ad. That could be a good idea. Or the other idea I had while I was thinking about it is we could record a song that we would play that Great White types wouldn't like at all. Like one of our like fun songs. We could use that as the music at the beginning of the podcast.
Don't catch a wave.
Yeah, how does it go? Don't catch a wave or something like that? Like
Don't catch a wave and you're never gonna ride it.
yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't catch a wave and you're never gonna ride it. Right?
If you don't catch a wave.
You're never gonna
I
ride.
can maybe change the beat of that song.
Okay.
Probably could.
Like kind of like a happy, like, you know, I don't know, just fun. Maybe if we put a fun song at it, the beginning, and then we
could have
an ad, they would get out. They wouldn't even listen to the podcast.
we could have an ad at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and then a really fun song.
Yep. Okay.
An ad beginning.
What do you think our ad should be for? What kind of things do you think Great White would like? Great White types, like for a gun or something? Gun ad or
Come to New York City for
yeah?
for a gun for $20.
Okay. Click here to go to New York City and get a gun for $20.
Oh wait, no. Click here to order a gun specially made.
A specially made gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does this gun do? Does it do anything special or unique?
It shoots rainbow colors at your enemy and blinds them. There, wouldn't they like that?
Probably.
Like in a freaky voice.
Yeah.
So
Blind your enemies with rainbow colors.
Found the specialist gun on Earth. That sounds like an ad.
Yeah. Hello. We have a special offer for you. From New York City, a specially designed gun that will blind your enemies with rainbow colors. Where this gun? Me want. Where gun? Oh, it's working. Little Bear totally wants it. I want gun. Where go?
He's
want
such a
gun.
good tester.
Little Bear, we're doing our thing here. No, where the gun? We want gun. We want
It's
go.
in New York City. Go and get it.
I go New York City right now. Yeah! I think it's working pretty good. Rainbow colors. Blind your enemies. They would like that. And they know they have enemies. They walk around. Oh, there's my enemy. Hey, look at that person took the last jar of peanut butter off the shelf at the grocery store. I don't like creamy. I like crunchy. I like to bite it like it's bones. Gosh darn it. I'm after them. Right? I want my specially designed blinding gun. That would make sure the shelves stay stocked. What is the stalker doing? Hey, I'm gonna get that guy fired. Yep. Okay. So there we go.
One thing that we could also do is, what if, like, what would happen after the ad? If they clicked on it, what would happen? Because,
good question.
We can't make those guns.
Right.
We could order it, but then have it be like rainbow stuffy instead. We could order it. They could be like order, and then we could write down the stuff, and then when they would get something else that they would, like, nothing would happen.
Right.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or like, and then there would be another thing. It would say, it will get here on, say the date was June 12th, 2019. It would say, okay, it'll come on July 12th, June 12th, 2020.
Right.
A year away.
Right.
And nothing would happen.
Nothing.
That whole year.
Right.
And nothing would happen after.
Right. Sold out. Available in 1 year or something like that.
It's sold out. Available in like 3,000 in 20 years.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, so they go there and then they can't get one. They see that it's sold out. All right. Available, but you can purchase copies at our store at Great White Casino Resort Hotel Extravaganza Fair. So then they'll go to the Great White place.
Good point. That's awesome.
Okay, good. We got a plan here. We got a good plan. So, and it's just a thing. Like, it's like the great white sharks. Like, you guys want to eat seals? That's what you're all about? Well, here, we're going to put all these tofu seals next to an island, and there you go. That's what you want to do? Go to it. And we're just going to put it out there. And if people decide that's what they want, then there you go. And if they're like, I don't want a rainbow gun to blind my enemies. I'm not even, what enemies? And then they'll be around, and they'll probably be open to the spirits when the spirits start coming out, and probably want to help talk to horses and ride horses. And what are we going to be doing? We spent all this time talking about what the great white people are going to do. What are we going to do? What do we do? What do we do next? We're going to go ride carousels, right? Is that right?
Well, we should ride every carousel.
Uh-huh.
They should get me to ride in every carousel. You guys will be fine. Because I can talk to the horse I'm on. And then I can get the horse and the rest of the horses out while the ride's going.
So we're gonna free the spirit horses. That's our job next, and then I guess we're just gonna see what the spirit horses do.
We
Okay.
could also try to start doing it with real animals. Gazelles and stuff.
Okay. What do you mean with real animals?
I mean with like real horses and animals and things.
Like go around and find statues and free the spirits?
We could do that. I would have to probably go around the world.
Okay.
Sometimes, some night, we'll go around the world and free all the statues.
Okay.
And the carousels that are too far for us to reach right now.
I wish there was a way we could talk to the animals and see what they wanted. You know? Like if we could communicate somehow.
We can tell them.
Like if there's a way we could speak their language. That'd be cool.
Maybe if you learn it.
I would like to learn how to speak bear and talk to the bears and see what's up with them. See how they're doing.
I think I know horses.
I remember that bear we saw in Wyoming. It didn't look very bright. It looked really confused. I'm curious, like, how much bears even remember or know anymore. You know? Yeah. Wasn't this in the Narnia books? The animals all went dumb and they couldn't speak anymore, and then Aslan came back? Or no, that was at the very beginning of Narnia. So we need Aslan to come back is what we need. Right?
Uh-huh.
Is there a white witch out here right now? I don't know. Maybe she'll show up at Great White. Ooh, that would be interesting. Okay. I think we played this one out, Rab. I think we're there.
Yep.
We've got some stuff to do. We got to let it simmer a little bit. See where it goes.
But we also need to find out how to make that ad.
Right. For a rainbow gun. A gun that shoots rainbow colors and blinds your enemies. And that song.
Wait, but we need to have a location for all the people who want to join us to meet.
Okay. Good idea. Good thing. Where should we have a location? Where should we go? What about the carousel? The zoo carousel?
That was what I was thinking.
Was it?
James,
Beautiful.
James.
You were thinking that?
Then we need to find a place very close to the carousel and a time and that thing.
What about
Next to the statue of the horse.
Yeah,
Which I was
totally.
free that.
Totally.
Next to the
Next to
statue.
next to the horse statue.
I'm sure golden like
Man, my lunch sits so good with me. I'm making noise up here. I'm do an accompaniment. Okay. Well, good. I think we're in a good place, Nab.
But we need to find a time. That's all we need.
Okay.
Meet there every Sunday
Every Sunday,
at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
1 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Because I don't have vaulted
Okay.
or anything on Sundays. Do you have anything on Sundays?
No, let's say like 1 to 1:15.
Why? That's so hard.
Well, because then if people show up, then we know. If nobody shows up, then we know nobody's showing up. What do you think? I say 1 to 1:30.
1 to 1:30. That's good. That'll give us half an hour at least.
Okay.
But if there seems to be a lot of people, we could make the time bigger.
Okay. 1 to 1:30. That's a carousel ride. See if anybody's around. Free a few spirits. See what the spirits are up to. Go from there.
Geez, most of the spirits are freed. But I'm sure Tiger Lily would like that.
Cool. All right. Signing off. From Paw and Rabs.
Podcast thingy. Ah, my butt! That's how we're signing off.
Got an enemy you're after? Get yours today.
I can't see.
Thank you, Rainbow Gun. Thank you.